Next part here, we're going to learn to use how to use Lumion to edit the materials. This is a very fundamental and important part of the lesson. So click on import, click on edit materials. It's here. How to change the material is here. Import and edit materials here. Once you do this, once you click on this, you'll find that when you mouse over any areas, the material becomes greened up. It becomes highlighted in green. So we're going to try to change the wall colors first. Once you click on that, the whole material library tab comes in. Okay? By default, you will go to custom first. This is custom. You have nature, you have indoor, you have outdoor, you have custom. So we want to try to paint up the walls in various colors first. One of the very useful features in Lumion is you can use Lumion to create real-time color schemes for you to study the colors before you apply them. It is unlike 3D Studio Max, everything you have to guess. This one, for example, if I click on color now and I can begin to change the color of every single shade for the wall that I want to use. So primarily now I can set up, okay, maybe let's set up an initial color scheme like this first for now. Okay, let's try this color shade for now first. And then after that I work on this wall. I want to see the relationship of this wall's color. Okay, if I want it really vibrant and colorful and playful environment like that, can I have this there? Okay, or how blue will work with yellow, or how green will complement the yellow color here. This one. So I can do a wall and color study as it is. When I'm done applying the materials, I can click on the tick here, this one, and click save. After which I want to touch on the glass material here. So I will click on glass, and if you notice here under customs material, under custom material here there is a glass icon. All we need to do is click on that glass. There you go. Now on glass you can do certain settings with it, like affecting the reflectivity, glass that reflects or don't reflect very well, and transparency. You can make the glass really opaque, or translucent, or transparent. Okay, there is a texture influence as well, in which you can load a texture inside if you have embossed glass. Or is this glass double-sided also? Two-sided glass here. After this, let's try working on the floor finish, this one. So I will select the floor, and I will select indoor material, and select, let's say, wood, timber flooring, and I will use an wooden floor like that. You notice here, if you need to change the size of things, you can double click on the material you have selected, and you will be able to change the scale of the floor. Notice now it's very small compared to now it's really big. This one. Okay, I make something more evident for you to see, something clearer. Okay. Can you see now the wood grains are in the wrong orientation to the 3D model? Okay, the grains are wrong. So what we can do is we can click on more. When we click on this and orientation, we will be able to change the heading. Notice now the floor finish changes. We can add it to make it a little bit more dynamic, let's say. This will be incredibly costly to build if it ever gets built like that. And then you can increase the relief, increase the texture of it, and drop the reflection, let's say. And you can play with the scale, make it smaller, make it bigger. Alright, I'll make it bigger just to show you the evidence first. Next, you can make the light bulb really glow by using this material, by looking at the light pendant and using the light map material. If you click on this one, light map, and you will find that the light map can now glow from no glow to glowing. Alright, this part here. But some of you, because of your system settings, you won't see this glowing effect just yet. Alright, you need to click on this. If you click on settings now, you find that the editor quality is maximum. If I set the editor quality to low quality, there is no glow at all. So if we click on this now, we set on very high quality, the glow will appear. This one. So just to show you a clearer picture, I'm going to use the light map also and use the glow. And to show you this, at that. Next, I want to map the TV screen. I will click on the TV screen and click on light map again. This time round I will choose this change diffuse texture to maybe an interior view like that. Okay. So I will be able to see a light map of it. So the TV screen is lighted up. So we leave it as it is for now, and we go out of the interior and then to work on the exterior now. We are always very concerned with water. So let's look at this part here. Water. So we click on this, and if you see under nature, the water material is here. So I'll click on this and click on water. That's it. That's water. But now, because we do not have a proper material assigned to the pool structure yet, the water now appears very fuzzy at this point. Really fuzzy now. So not very nice. Okay, so how do we deal with this? We deal with this by mapping the pool side, the pool container here. So I'm just going to click on this and look for, say, an indoor stone. I will see if we can see marble here. So do you now see you have very clear water? And you can control the marble texture by changing by sliding the scale here as well. Okay, so I'm going to work on the platform here as well. Now, by clicking on nature and changing it to maybe soil. and then work on the pebbles here with outdoor stones, and changing the scale a little bit more and making it darker, and increasing the relief. And next, I want to work on the big patch here. At the moment, the environment is very muddy, so we want to change it to grass as well. So we will click on this and click on nature. That would allow us to map this material, and we can go and tweak the grass a little bit. Okay, we can check the colorization. To fill in the grass a little bit. And let's look at the roof. The roof also need a structure or need a material. So what's going to happen is I'm going to look at the roof and look at outdoor and roofing material. So I will just put on a grey roof for this. Okay, I will have to change the orientation a little bit so that it becomes the correct orientation. Like that. Now on water itself, just now we couldn't see the effect properly. It is really difficult for us to tune the water color and so on. So I'll go back to water now and show you. Inside here, you can actually change the color of the water from this clear blue color to intense radioactive green at this point, which are used to poison and kill instead of, for people. Or a murder scene just took place somewhere 5 minutes ago where things became really reddish and all. Alright? Or you can exaggerate. You can exaggerate the clarity of water with this blueness of the water itself. Okay, this part. So we can make some change to it, the color density and all. Okay. And then you can, if you put too much detergent inside, sometimes water you get a lot of foam. This one, you can increase the amount of foam as well and so on. Here, this one. And how reflective you want the water to be also. So again, water being very, very smooth, it should be highly reflective, and you can change the caustic scale, this part. Alright, so last year we had to conduct a special lecture on materials, and Ka-King had to show you how to create water material properly. That one, it was really painful, isn't it? The 10,000 things to set before you know. This one you can see the material real time, that one. Okay, next. So I hope you have more fun doing this part of the work later on. Okay, once we're done with this, it's time to put out the real thing. Okay, now